Oh, 2020, aren't we glad that you are behind us? That's probably the feeling that most people have. For me, I've really been focused on what are the things that I have learned in 2020 that I can take into 2021 and ensure that 2021 will be my best year ever. And I mean in all aspects of my life. There are 4 things that I want to share with you in this fairly short video. The first one is fear. All of us struggle with fear in one way or another. The big thing with fear is recognizing, as Zig Ziglar put it, it's usually false evidence appearing real. Most of the time what we think about when it comes to fear is how things are going to go wrong rather than thinking about how things are going to go right. Every single one of us has to make a decision every day, no matter what we face, that regardless of the fear that's bubbling up inside of us, we're going to live with courage. And I know that courage is one of those words like honor that most people have forgotten about because we're now in the 2020s, it's not in the 1900s and so on. But courage is so important because courage really isn't about not being fearful. It's about doing what we need to do in spite of us being fearful. The second thing that I learned is loss. Now, we went through a very personal loss, my wife and we almost lost other people as well. So we've experienced loss, and what we have to think about in the middle of loss is considering what we gained in spite of the loss, or perhaps sometimes because of the loss. We have to ask ourselves these really hard questions. Who have we become because of this loss? We had to go through a time of really thinking about that and really considering what that loss meant to us, who it made us, and how it shaped our lives. Every single one of us is going to go through multiple losses every single year. Whether they're significant or whether they're small, we're all going to endure them. And what we need to do is figure out who it is we want to be in the middle of our loss. The third one is growth. We had to make decisions about how we were going to grow. As an organization, as a family, we had to make a decision about growth. No matter what circumstances come into our lives, we get to make choices every day. We get to make those choices. No one can make those choices for us. We have to step into the position of saying, I absolutely want to be that kind of person that is consistently growing, because it's going to impact your relationships. You don't want to be around people who aren't growing. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who isn't growing. You don't want to be a partner of somebody who isn't growing. What you want to do is to be in relationships and in partnerships where others are growing and you're growing as well. So I learned a great deal about growth in 2020. Finally, I learned about this very important word, choice. Every single one of us has to make a decision every single day about who we're going to be, about what kind of human being we're going to be, about whether we're going to focus on the trivial things or we're going to focus on the things that are most important. We have to spend the time every single day asking ourselves, what choices do I need to make today so that tomorrow will be better? What choices can I make today and right now so that yesterday can become a seed that's been planted and growth can happen today? I hope those 4 things are going to be helpful for you as you plan out your 2021. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.